And now, coming from PD's dark, deep, dingy, grey cellar, it's Carlisle Kilt Cinema Cast.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it's me, PD, back with another Carlisle Cult Cinema Club Presents, and this one is a tribute to Daz, who sadly passed away a month or so ago. I'm joined with Waff and Clive, and we're going to play some of Daz's best bits from the podcasts, talk about a few of Daz's favourite films we've recorded and talked about over the last 4 years. We were doing the podcast together. It's sad that it's taken this to get us all back together, but it's been certain circumstances that we've not been able to get anything recorded since last year as a group. But it's good to be back. And as I say, joined with Waff and Clive.
Hi there.
And we're going to be talking Daz.
Yeah, so the first couple, we've got a couple of little nuggets of Daz, and the first one's just for context, we're talking about the World of Warcraft movie, and the second one is just a movie that Daz loved.
Yeah, I just thought it was one, just maybe they just added stuff to it.
Well, if it world,
yeah,
it's not worlds of Warcraft, is it?
Yeah.
Fucking use your fucking English.
We don't.
You know what I mean? It's either one or fucking loads.
We don't play.
Hands.
Yeah,
it's accusing the title.
Definitely not the experts on it. But,
well. World of Warcraft. One world. It's easy. There's more, you know what I mean? As long as we don't show fucking dirty fucking shit in dancing.
Why not?
Right? Fuck that shit.
I had the time of my life.
Jesus.
And I've never felt this way before. Never felt this way. And
no, fuck off. Mermaid. Oh, imagine that. Curse the mermaid. It growls with a tail.
Stinks. It also stinks of fish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is like a bit of a rant. We've got a couple of rants. The second one is Mermaid. But yeah, there's a clip about the mermaid and it growls and it stinks.
It's the mermaid.
It's the mermaid. Oh man, curse of the mermaid.
See, I've got nothing to say about World of Warcraft or Dirty Dancing because I've not seen either of them. But the only interesting thing I'll say about this section is that when we recorded Wormaid, I thought it was Wormaid, as in a concert for worms.
Feed the worm.
Yeah.
No, it's
Wormaid. Oh man, that's brilliant. But yeah, and he wasn't a fan of Dirty Dancing, Daz, and I think that was a rant about me screening Dirty Dancing, wasn't it?
I don't think you've screened Dirty Dancing.
No, I haven't screened Dirty Dancing. But don't ever screen Dirty Dancing.
I must have been Saturday Night Fever. Or so. I'll tell you what it was. We were talking about how there's lots of musical-based films.
Yeah.
And then he said, as long as you don't fucking play Dirty Dancing.
I'm like, why not? Not wrong with a bit of Dirty Dancing. You know what I mean? I went to see it at cinema when I was
we should screen it because Daz hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of his favourites next, and then
his favourites. Then what he hated next after that. So no, he did love a rant. And he hated animated films as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
He just did. We never done an animated podcast because Daz didn't like animated films.
True, actually, yeah.
You know what I mean? So we never done one. We even though we did threaten him 10 times to do one, we never done one.
Did he not like any animated films?
Nah,
nothing.
I don't think.
Not even the one that you promote a lot.
Chuck Steele was Chuck Steele was probably the only animate, and he loved Chuck Steele, didn't he?
He did, aye.
Oh, it like us all, you know what I mean? Die on a hill for Chuck Steele, and Daz was definitely one of those. He talked about Chuck Steele whenever he could as well. So yeah, that was the only animated he liked.
The next one is a film that Daz really liked, really enjoyed.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's The Fog.
This is KAB, Antonio Bay. Stevie Wayne here, and let me be the first to wish Antonio Bay a happy birthday. We're 100 years old today, and keep a watch out for that fog bank heading in from the east.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unknown came out of the fog. Now it has returned.
Oh, Jesus.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unnatural came out of the fog. Now it has returned. 100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something evil came out of the fog. Now it has returned.
Who's there?
The fog.
Antonio Bay has a curse on it. We're all cursed. There's no water getting here, but something awful cold, Pin.
I watched The Fog again.
Oh,
Nice.
great. Antonio Bay.
Oh, man. The whole film, man. It's... Now, you know how I was talking about, what time would you say to watch that film?
What? It's about midnight.
What, for The Fog?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, for me.
I watched it at 10 o'clock in the morning with a cuppa.
With a cuppa.
Right, and I'll tell you what, absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. Loved it.
Good.
It was
It's a
brilliant.
great film.
It's the music, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought the...
Well, that's what we forgot to mention as well. Carpenter does the theme for Studio 666, and he's in it as well.
See,
Is he?
this is the thing. No, this is the thing I didn't want to spoil. You know when we said about cameos?
Yeah.
That's the one I didn't want to spoil, and you've gone and spoiled it.
All right.
You bastard.
Sorry.
It's all right. Just think about what you're doing.
Well, he didn't realise it was Carpenter.
Did you not? He was the engineer.
His
Sound engineer.
His son's got the eye patch because it's Cody Carpenter as well. Him and Cody.
Yeah,
I
he's
can't
got...
remember that, Ben. I must have been making tea, a cup of tea or something.
Oh, you've never done it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, towards
Till
the
about-
start.
yeah.
I'd say about 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
20 minutes in, like.
Continually all the way through it?
No,
about
they're the main characters, mate.
They're in it till
They're in it.
They're in it for about half an hour, 20 minutes,
20
and then
minutes, half hour,
they take off.
Yeah.
Once it's all set up and they're starting recording,
Let's just say they get away,
yeah.
obviously.
They don't get killed.
Not the carpenters.
No.
Bing.
Can't beat a bit of Escape from New York.
There you go. That's my musical interlude.
He did love Carpenter.
He absolutely adored Carpenter.
You know, Escape from New York. We screened it for Daz, which looked fantastic up on the big screen as well. First time he's seen it on the big screen. But yeah, he loved a bit of synthwave and Carpenter's music as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there was a Carpenter film he didn't like.
No, I don't think. Well, maybe some of the more recent ones, maybe.
He didn't like. Was it The Ward? He wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, is that the one is it Naomi Watts? No, what's her face? Amber Heard, is it?
Is it Amber Heard in that one?
No, not Amber Heard either. It's somebody else.
Right. It's a blonde actress.
Is it not like somebody like not Jennifer Lopez or somebody like that? Is it?
No.
Is it a singer?
She's a blonde actress.
Oh,
I'll IMDb it.
yeah.
Let's get this.
Is it Alicia?
I might be thinking of the wrong film. I think.
Eliza or something like
It's
that.
Amber Heard.
Oh, it is Amber
It's
Heard.
Amber Heard. Sorry.
That's all right.
There we go then. I'm not a fan of her as an actress, to be honest. There's only one film I don't mind with her in, and that's Drive Angry, which is great for Daz like that as well.
You talking about Amber Heard?
Yeah. That's the Nick Cage one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's good. It is good fun.
Very
Like
3D. Lots of stuff thrown at the camera. Kind of.
Yeah. It was came out when that big 3D
it's
push
completely
was.
shit, but it's good fun shit. It's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of
It's pure B movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody phoning us. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Daz, you can't beat. He did love
Yeah, Escape from New York was probably his favourite of them.
So
all.
he liked the more actiony ones than the horror-y ones of Carpenter.
I think he liked that because he loved The Fog, obviously, and The Thing. Yeah, he loved The Thing.
The Thing, okay.
That was his favourite.
Because I would say like The Fog and The Thing are like miles apart for me in terms of just. I think The Thing is way better.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. The Things, me and Daz agreed on The Thing. Me and Daz's favourite horror films were exactly the same. The Thing and The Shining. Those were both our favourites.
Okay.
Yeah, because but he still agreed with the Evil Dead being the more significant of the horror films. Do you remember when we had the?
Yeah, we had.
The Thing came second.
Yeah, this is how democracy works in this group, Clive and the audience. We were having a thing where basically me and Daz both liked The Thing best and The Shining best, but PD liked Dawn of the Dead best. So Dawn of the Dead finished number one.
Oh yeah, it was Dawn of the Dead. Sorry,
in action.
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead. Sorry, it was it was Dawn of the Dead, not the Evil Dead. Yeah, because Daz agreed that it had more cultural significance, and because we were going off all of that kind of thing as well.
It got number one because it was your favourite. That's right. Don't try and pretend it's something else.
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly, Governor.
You've got to measure. What do you mean by culturally significant? Because probably Night of the Living Dead was more significant, wasn't it? Or am I going off on the right?
Well, I suppose so.
True.
But Dawn of the Dead's the one that influenced a lot more people because it became a lot more accessible. Even though Night is the one that really started it all.
Well, yeah,
most folk talk more about Dawn than Night because Dawn is the better movie of the two.
It
well.
is, yeah. I struggle with Night of the Living Dead, to be honest.
You know what I mean? It is the better movie, and it's got more.
But I think Clive's got a point. Though culturally, probably Night, because Night kind of invented what the modern zombie in it, and
it did. It did.
And I thought it had that extra level where, well, a lot of his films had political. They make a political points, weren't they? Society points.
Yeah.
So
just about every film he ever made had some kind of
because of those. I always associate zombies with they're making some wider point. It's not just people being chased by zombies.
No.
Certainly, in most zombie films, it's the people who are the baddies, aren't they? More than the zombies.
Yeah, in a lot of them,
people.
Yeah, it
and
is.
Then they just take an angle, don't they? Like consumerism or racism, and so he definitely brought that about.
Night of the Living Dead was like Vietnam War and racism. Obviously, Dawn of the Dead was more about consumerism.
Yeah.
And then
because if you imagine, it'd be like the perfect place, wouldn't it? A shopping mall.
That's it.
You've got everything your heart could desire, and yet, like the American dream, and then it goes wrong.
That's it. Day of the Dead's,
that was more like military stuff, wasn't it?
Military versus science. The kind of the two.
But veering us back onto
Daz. Yeah, sorry, yeah. But no, Daz did love Carpenter. Big Trouble was another favourite of his as well.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was just Big Trouble.
All right, no.
I remember seeing that when it came out, but I haven't gone back since.
All right, great film.
I do enjoy that. I mean, I love Carpenter as well. Most of his stuff.
Yeah,
it's one of his early stuff certainly. But
we grew up watching because you were all that kind of age that his stuff was highly rentable.
Yeah.
And Halloween was that's the one that hit for me really with Carpenter.
Well, I mean, it's an absolute stone cut,
which is also culturally significant, isn't it?
It's one of the. I'm not the biggest slasher fan, but that is one of the slashers that I do really enjoy. Halloween, it's just very well done.
It was even though slashers weren't a new thing, it was the one that became the big hit.
And I remember what got to us, all my friends, was like, you look out the window and he's there just staring up.
That's it.
You look away and you look back and he's gone. And it's like, hang on, I'm stressed. Stressed.
Yeah. And that trope was used a lot, kind of, you know what I mean, after that as well, especially.
It's a great trope, that.
It is.
It's never not scary to imagine that, because it's sort of, if you think about the psychology of a shot, sorry, I'm going on a right tangent here. It's like, there's a threat and it's just there outside your door and now you don't know where it is.
Yeah.
That's like, you know what I mean? You've got your audience now.
And there's also was I seeing things? It's messing with you. It can be messing with your head as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was there somebody there?
Yeah.
Or am I just...
So then you're on alert as the audience, and you're looking around the frame thinking, where could he be? Where is he? No, you know.
And Carpenter was great at hiding stuff in kind of plain sight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know that the amount of times where there's bits in that first Halloween where Michael Myers in the background and you don't realise at first?
Oh, yeah. I think I've read about this, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you know where Halloween came in Daz's rating? Because it's the thing you said is number one, Carpenter.
The thing was, Escape from New York.
Escape from New York was number one.
The thing, I guess, would be number two, because that was his favourite horror. Those would be the big two.
I don't know. I know he enjoyed Halloween. But I don't know where it would have came in his pantheon of Carpenter films.
Shall we move on to a couple more of Daz clips?
Let's move on to some more Daz clips.
So I don't know if these need any context. No, they're fine. We'll just go straight into them.
We'll just go straight into them. We'll have a chat about them afterwards.
Put your shit on me, I'm going to fucking eat you, innit? You know, like a silly
dogs,
dog.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Silly bloody dogs.
Never work with children or animals.
No, don't work with people.
Yeah.
It's easier, isn't it? I wish I had that job. What sort of job is that, where you don't work with people?
With people, you can be in charge of an Arctic station.
I want to be able to get booze.
Oh, right, yeah, you might be fucking there. A lighthouse keeper?
That'll be.
I was wondering why you pulled up tonight with man-to-man parish male stripper.
Dun, 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 dun.
Strip for me, babe, strip for you.
Awful,
I was male stripping.
Awful tune. I know it has a place in, dance floor.
Oh, in house music history,
like that,
aye. Dance history, that track.
Cack-like.
Oh, aye.
It still is.
You're calling it cack, but it was coming from your car as you pulled onto my drive.
Well, yeah, it was just stuck on Gay FM.
Oh, right. For somebody who worked with people all the time, Daz didn't like people. Bus driver.
Angry commuters a lot.
Yeah, that's it. He used to tell us a few stories. And he twatted someone, didn't he?
Did he? I can't remember that.
Not well.
There's somebody left in the middle of nowhere because he wanted to get out for a piss, and Daz said, "No, you can't." And he just hopped off at a stop somewhere between Newcastle and Carlisle. And Daz was so annoyed, he said, "Right, that's it," and just fucked off and left him, I think.
Because I got the impression he was really quite sociable, you know.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
he is.
He was, yeah.
But obviously, like everything, when you're working with the public...
Yeah, don't work with the public, maybe. That'd be a better way to say it.
Yeah, that's it. When you're working with the public, with him being a bus driver, they used to twat his head in or what.
Yeah, you can't tell him to fuck off.
Nah. And his music, he loved his music.
What was that? I should have asked at the time, what is that song that you were talking about?
Man Parish, right. Strip for You. And it was a big, massive club hit in the 80s. It was one of the early kind of, dance hall.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean? And yeah, it was a big hit, very big hit.
Right.
Because my dad was doing the discos at the time and it would fill dance floors.
Right. I've maybe heard it actually.
And with Daz being a proper, professional DJ, so to speak, it was, it's on the cheesier end, the gay end.
Is it like a birdie song or something?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Star Trek.
It's a bit like I'm Too Sexy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's cheesy.
Right.
Dance hall floor fillers.
Yeah.
You know
Come on,
I mean?
Eileen.
Yeah. Oh, God. Come on, Eileen.
I do have a soft spot for that song, to be honest.
Oh, no.
Gets played at a lot of weddings and stuff.
Well, we didn't play. It never got played at ours because I asked for it not to be played.
Really?
Yeah.
It's name of a porno in it. Come on, Eileen.
Yeah. But I do like a lot of Dex's Midnight Runners.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the one. They're the ones that did that Top of the Pops, and they got the wrong background, didn't they?
Yes, Jockey Wilson for Jackie Wilson.
Yeah,
Jackie Wilson says, "Let it all come out." Great tune as well.
But yeah, he loved his music, obviously. He liked all sorts, didn't he? I mean, obviously he was primarily kind of dance-based, so I think it was house and trance and drum and bass.
Yeah.
It was kind of his main things. But he did like rock music as well.
Well, he used to listen to my radio show.
Yeah.
All the time, did messages. That was a cracker. I haven't heard that for ages.
Yeah.
I think music was his main thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that was his thing, really. Yeah. The last few times I saw him when I went round, it was, there's DJ decks there, and basically it was like a music night. You play a tune, I'll play a tune, kind of thing.
Yeah.
He tried to explain to me that the mysteries of DJ, unsuccessfully.
Yeah, I knew his stuff when it come to DJ.
He did. Well, he worked in Music Zone, didn't he, in Carlisle?
Yeah.
He also DJ'd your Waff Fest party, didn't he?
He did.
He was trying to show me stuff there, but I didn't get it. Couldn't get it.
I was in hospital, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was gutted. I missed that.
He got pretty leathered, did Daz, actually. That day.
He always got pretty leathered, let's be honest. You know what I mean?
He still managed to DJ all right, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't scratch any MP3s or anything.
But it's like that. It's like, do you know the guitarist, John Martin, singer-guitarist? But he was like an alcoholic. So he'd like slur in and could hardly walk. But then he'd sit down, put a guitar in his lap, and he's just a great acoustic guitar player, and he would just sing beautifully.
I've got a fun fact about John Martin. I didn't know you knew him. I got drunk with John Martin in the 80s, or way back, in Stoke.
Oh, amazing. Oh, I love John Martin. He's brilliant.
Solid Airs, what an album.
Oh, yeah, that's
I can't remember all these names. I never really got into it, to be fair.
Right.
And it was some friends of mine were obsessive fans of him, like huge fans of it, and I never quite got it. But after a gig, we went out and got drank whiskey with him.
I can imagine because he had one of his legs amputated, I think, didn't he?
Did he really?
Yeah, because
he was like a heavy drinker, if I remember right.
So we'll maybe move on to the next.
Let's move on to the next section of Dazage.
So the next one is another show. I'll play the trailer now, and then we'll do Daz's take on it.
Something is coming. Something hungry for blood. What is it? The Demogorgons!
We're in deep shit.
Now we have to go. Later. See you tomorrow. Good night, ladies.
Kiss your mom night for me.
Will is missing. I don't know where he is.
99 out of 100 times kid goes missing, the kid is with a parent or a relative.
What about the other time?
What?
You said 99 out of 100. What about the other time? The one! The one!
Wow! Wow! Guys, I really think we should turn back.
You guys hear that? That's not Will. You're in trouble, aren't you?
We've sealed off this area.
This is where it came from?
Yes.
And the girl?
She can't have gone far.
Find her.
Do you really think it was a coincidence that we found her at the same place where Will disappeared?
Something is going on here!
What the hell?
She knows about Will.
Is there any way that you could reach him?
Yes.
Nazi! Go, go, go!
What if this whole time I've been looking for Will? I've been chasing after something else.
Stranger Things, anyway, back to the beginning. And it's absolutely glorious 80s. The music's amazing by Kyle Dixon and...
Nice synthwave soundtrack.
Yeah, whatever his other name is. I'm really sorry because I bought your album and everything. Kyle Dixon and someone else. But they were in a band called Survive, spelled S-U, all capitals.
Yeah.
S-U-R-C, however you spell it. Survive.
Spelling bee timed out.
Oh, fuck off. But yeah, lovely electro synth.
Oh, yeah.
Driving.
We all love our synthwave here, like it's probably
great. Moody, beautiful.
Oh, it's all like neon
Goonies, E.T.
Yeah.
What other films can you throw in
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad, definitely, yeah.
Monster Squad, you can see that's kind of up there as an influence.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
All that rolled into one.
It's basically every 80s thing that we're all into.
I don't know why I'm explaining it to anyone, because we all know what it's like. I'm sure we've all watched it.
Yeah.
Anyway, looking forward to series 4.
Yeah.
Coming out. I've just started season 3 again.
Right.
I'm on season 3, episode 1. It's Starcourt, Big Mall.
Alright.
And we haven't really got in there yet.
No.
Well, there is scenes that we've got in, but anyway, there we go. Stranger Things.
I do think personally though that, like, I love it all, but I think the first one is by miles the best series for me. I love that first. I mean, the fourth one could blow them all out the water.
Well, they reckon it probably. They reckon this is the bee's knees, like.
Oh, I hope so. But I mean,
but it should have been out.
I go 1, 3, 2.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going. 2 did kind of disappoint me a little bit. I didn't hate it.
2 wasn't great.
2 was kind of.
Not that it was. It was great, but it wasn't the best.
Yeah, 3 was. That's
3 brought it back.
It should have been. Yeah, I'd agree.
3 it went. Not even that. Not even that. That was a horrible sine wave. It went. Oh, there you go. I don't know.
Daz is currently drawing a sound wave.
Yeah. It's like the start of Casualty.
It's actually a graph in the sky.
It's like the sound of start of Casualty is doing.
That's it.
Which incidentally was exactly the same music as the Tripods. Just about.
Yeah, kind of in a way.
No, it's near enough. Check it out, man.
Right. Yeah. I've not played them side by side.
Compare them. Casualty and the Tripods.
Right.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I'm telling you though,
man.
It's a little bit of Tripods, like.
I loved it.
But it got cancelled and never finished.
Was it? No, it didn't. It didn't. But we knew where it was going.
Yeah.
Doom gloom.
Yeah.
Getting capped by these motherfuckers with them triangular melted into your head, but it wasn't melted into your head.
Yeah.
It's just a bit
I forgot all about that show. It's a bit of War of the Worlds rip-off, though, isn't it?
Oh, no, there's absolutely had War of the Worlds in it. But, beautiful.
Stranger Things. He did like a bit of that as well. Synthwave again. Carpenter influence. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. He'll be gutted that he missed the final Stranger Things this year.
Never gets to
he never gets to see the end. Because this year's the final season.
Yeah.
I mean, they've taken the piss a bit how long between seasons, to be honest.
When was 4 out? Was that
2 years ago? 3 years ago, something like that. 3 years ago.
So I wonder where they're headed with it then.
Well, it's supposedly gone into the 90s this time round.
So did Daz like all the seasons equally, or because I would have said, and I'm sure you'll agree, there's a bit of a dip in the middle.
Well, he kind of mentioned it in that clip there that he agrees with me that 2 was the weak one. I think 2 lost its way, and then he liked 3 and 1, but 4 hadn't been out when he recorded this clip.
No, so, and 4 really did bring it back.
4 was brilliant. I don't
think
4 was very good.
Eddie and all that. And Kate Bush.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Is that the Metallica one as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm season 1, and then it's a big drop for me.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same. 1 and 4 are definitely the best. 3 was okay, but 2 was weak. It had that old weird thing where Millie Bobby Brown went gothic. Went off and started hanging around.
I think it wasn't a victim of, like, maybe they hadn't thought about 4 or 5 seasons. So it was a bit like meandering, a bit more rinse and repeat.
It was meant to be. It's similar to Halloween. It was meant to be an anthology thing. So every series they were going to do Stranger Things, lots of series, and each one was going to be a different story. But the first series was so popular that they went, "Oh, well, we better do another series of that then." Similar to what happened with Halloween.
Sometimes you can kind of sniff that, can't you? Like I sniffed that in Lost. I thought I don't know where they're going, and I sort of tapped out after probably part way through season 2. Even
never even watched any of Lost.
The first season was amazing, really. But when you sort of realise they don't know where they're going with this, you know what I mean? It kind of puts you off.
Yeah, like,
just setting up loads of mysteries. I feel like you're being manipulated into watching another one. You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You start wanting to, at some point, are any of these rather than more questions? Can we get some answers? There's a lot of shows,
a lot of little
shows
random. Like, I mean, because I didn't go through all the seasons, like. I never got to why was there a polar bear on that island, and what were the lottery numbers to do with anything?
Oh God, I can't remember now. I did watch them all, but I do like a mystery box series. I mean, I love From.
I was just going to mention From's.
Yeah. It's kind of like Lost, but a horror version of Lost.
So From, I'm not sure whether to go on with it. Because I thought, is it going to be one of these? They're all trapped inside a dome. It's a big mystery. What's going on? That's really what you're watching for, isn't it? And then doesn't it not just turn into like a soap opera with priests and teachers and the townsfolk?
No,
is it the big mystery?
Because it keeps revealing little bits of the mystery.
Yeah, the last series they were really stuff. It was starting to get answered. And there's no soap opera-ness to it. Characters get killed off too quickly for you to follow.
So how many seasons are there?
I think, was it just 3 that's just...
3 so far.
Yeah.
And it looks like 4 will wrap that one up with it.
I don't know. I don't know whether it's 4 or 5. They definitely have, you can see that it's got an arc and it's leading somewhere now. Okay. So it feels less like Lost where they were kind of throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what stuck. It feels like...
Do you know if Daz was a fan of From?
He did start watching it, but he didn't have... he didn't have Sky to finish it, so I think he only got through the first season, maybe a few episodes of the first season.
Okay.
But yeah, he did enjoy it.
So you think his love of Stranger Things was, do you think a lot of that was fueled with the music and the 80s nostalgia-y stuff?
Yeah. With all of us, I suppose, really Stranger Things, isn't it? It's,
because I did like Stranger Things season 1.
Yeah.
Was it came back, was it around the lockdown that? Season 1?
No, before.
Was it?
It was before I was in hospital.
Right.
Because Kerry had watched it when I was in hospital, and I hadn't watched it.
Yeah. I think I remember that, actually, yeah.
Because I didn't watch it until...
So maybe I watched it
until after season 2.
Yeah, I think it might have been a late starter on it.
Yeah, I was.
No, I think I watched it when it came out because I was the trailer caught my attention. I thought a bit of kind of I suppose it was at the same time as stuff like the remake of It was out, and we just had Super 8, so there was this kind of 80s revival of kids.
So they were all around the same time, were they?
Yeah.
So yeah,
which I just rewatched Super 8 just a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, I watched it about a year ago.
Still excellent.
Yeah, it's
still good. Really good. Still got that kind of proper Spielberg.
Yeah.
E.T. vibe.
Amblin, basically. It's
yeah.
Kind of Amblin.
Yeah, it's got that Amblin vibe.
Yeah.
Super 8.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
It is.
I think, isn't Drive, that's a good synthwave movie, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I think that's, that's kind of one of the big, that brought synthwave
to the masses.
Yeah, because that was the heavy synthwave score, wasn't it, in that one?
Yeah, the BBC did something where they got bands to do rock versions of all the songs, and it was on telly. I didn't watch it, but I'm like, why would you do that? One of the best things about that movie is the synthwave music. Why? I mean, I love rock music, but why?
So, do you know if Daz was a fan of Drive?
Yes, you love Drive. Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
I did it. He liked Drive, but no, he was a big synthwave fan.
Yeah. He missed a gig. Actually, was it? I can't remember who it was he was going to see because he was doing the podcast, and halfway through the podcast he said, "Oh, I was meant to be seeing so-and-so tonight." Totally forgot about it. He bought tickets to a gig in like Manchester or something.
A synthwave gig. Yeah. And he's there talking about synthwave, was he?
That would be probably, yeah. I was just some fella with his memory, wasn't
he? Yeah.
So was he a big gig attender then?
Yeah.
I went to a few. Like, you went to see Erasure, I think, was it last year, the year before?
Right.
Yeah. And did he Arctic Monkeys? I have a feeling you see, or did I dream that?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a weird dream.
I think he was at the Arctic Monkeys when they were at the Brickyard.
Oh, maybe.
I like to go to I went to see quite a few bands and things at the old fire station.
Yeah.
Him and Bridie.
Yeah. They used to go and see the Smiths tribute, which I caught once.
Yeah. They went to a few of the tribute acts either at the Brickyard and the old fire station.
But shall we move on to some more
okay.
Daz clips?
More Daz-centric clips.
Daz clips. So these ones I don't think need a lot of context.
We like that shit, eh?
Yeah. Of course we do. It has to be done.
You know what I mean? But you put Dr. Pimple Popper on. Oh, I'm out the room like.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that shit is gory.
Yeah, Jess.
Have you seen that shit? Women like it.
She'll sit and watch
Women like it.
I don't mind it. I don't
You're
mind
a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Or gay. I don't know.
I'm not gay.
So I'm not fucking trying to pull you out of.
You know what I mean?
I have a massive Barbarella poster.
Love Barbarella.
Over my fucking decks. You know what I mean?
Well, we've got the big Barbarella poster.
You
as
have.
Well. You know what I mean?
That fit one. Oh, it's David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie. David Bowie.
I must point out, he's got this great poster upstairs of David Bowie. And
Barry Baker.
It's beautiful.
Painted poster.
It's beautiful.
Painted picture.
I fall in love with him.
We won that in a competition.
Well, fucking good on you.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
It is.
Makes me wet.
I literally watched...
I Pimple Popper. You gay.
So would anybody here admit to liking Pimple Popper, or is Daz right?
No, I'll watch a spot bursting video I like. I don't mind that.
It's because my sister loves that stuff.
It is,
right.
That's the thing. Jess loves it as well, and that is, so it's women basically like it in PD.
Yeah,
that's that difference.
That's it.
The Bowie thing that he was talking about. Basically, after every cinema podcast that we do, PD would go to bed, and me and Daz would stand on the stairs waiting for PD to put his modesty away before we could go into the room. And there's a painting of Bowie on the wall, and the first time Daz saw it, he just looked at it and went, "Oh, fit." And then I went, that's David Bowie, you know. And he went, "Is it?" I mean, Bowie is an androgynous kind of person, as he was, but yeah, he had a bit of a thing for that.
I just wonder, could you go into a little bit more what you mean by putting his modesty away?
Well, I wear me moo-moo, me caftan. I wear caftans, which I'm wearing now, because I can't stand clothes being on my body, to be fair. And anyways, and I used to get upstairs, and so I could pull my moo-moo up, so I could get on the bed properly. So when they left, I could pull my moo-moo straight off, so I wasn't sitting on it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So they didn't need to see my ass.
Nobody needs to see that, to be fair.
No, it's not very pretty.
I mean, we're all horror film fans here, but everyone has a limit.
Yeah, and my ass is one of them.
That's over the line firmly for everyone, isn't it?
I mean, my arsehole's fucking like a Coke can holder.
I think your arse doctor's still in therapy, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, man. Poor Daz, man. Fucking...
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I've been getting these clips out. I've had to sit and listen to a lot of the old podcasts. So I've been sitting kind of, when I've been at work, just kind of had them on in the background. But it's been a weird thing, because I started shortly after he passed away, and it's a weird thing just sitting listening to him. It was nice in some ways, because it felt like you just kind of listened to him, but at the same time you're kind of like, how's this guy not here anymore? It's
bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the first time I properly sat down and listened to him, because I was just getting upset.
Yeah.
I'd started hearing his voice, and I was only get a few words in, and I was having to knock it off, because I was... Yeah. And I found myself getting a bit, you know...
Yeah,
a bit.
And we didn't listen to them the other night, did we? Where we were chopping them up. So I think you've probably listened to them more than anybody.
Yeah,
I was just going to the time code and chopping it. You know.
Yeah.
So now because we're listening to them properly.
Yeah,
it sort of it does hit you, sort of, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It does. Yeah. And he was such a great guy. And you know, over the last couple of years, it would always take off, love you, man.
Yeah.
Give us a big hug and I love you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I miss all that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a big softie, like, really.
I miss the banter between me and him on the Monday nights while the radio show's on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah.
Big miss.
He is huge fucking miss. We're starting to get.
Let's get back
on track.
This is a celebration of Daz.
I think as well, because when we get maudlin like that and you play a clip of Daz, he's very much not like that, as he was quite a lively. You know what I mean? You probably noticed through all the clips, he's got that booming laughter, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like you can't talk over that laughter.
This laughter.
That laughter should be a ringtone, shouldn't it?
Yeah, we should be able to make it into a ringtone.
It would probably be a bad idea, wouldn't it, though?
Man.
You'd have Daz laughing on your ringtone and then, cut to us crying.
Yeah.
Daz, you must come back.
Next bit's another trailer, and this is a film that Daz absolutely loved. We'll play it, and then we'll play his little him talking about it, and then we'll talk about it. There's also leads into something that used to come up a lot in the podcasts.
Separate your head from your shoulders.
Do it fast.
All right.
The time's roll. Woo! No!
You might as well just kill me then, too.
Caleb Colton no longer belongs to our world.
We give him a week to see if we can call him one of us.
He belongs to hers.
But you have to learn to kill.
He belongs to theirs.
I want to kill.
He makes you kill tonight.
And they all belong to the night.
It's 3 hours short for a bus ticket home. You help me out?
What are you on?
Believe me, I told you.
Just don't think of it as killing.
Evening.
Don't think at all. It's just something that you do night after night. It's only ever a question of how.
Nervous? I would be too if I were you. Near dark.
The bigger boys fall in with trouble. Check out time.
Bought yourself some time, son.
Like, damn, this is my family. Let him go.
Near dark. Pray for daylight. The night has its price.
My last choice, I'm going for the 1987 classic vampire film that's got some teens in it that doesn't have the soundtrack you're talking about, but still has an awesome soundtrack. It's not even one of my favourite films from the 80s, it's one of my top 10 films.
There we go.
Near Dark.
Great film, Near Dark.
Absolutely love this film. By the great Catherine Bigelow, who Point Break, Hurt Locker, Zero, Dark 30, Strange Days.
Strange Days. I didn't realise that.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she is.
She's amazing. And Near Dark, if you don't know, it's the least popular 1987 vampire film.
Yeah, it is. Just because of the Lost Boys.
Yeah, basically, which is fucking upsetting to me.
Shall know.
I absolutely adore Lost Boys. I think it's a cracking movie. I watch it a lot.
Friday Night's better.
Oh, here we go. You see, I knew we'd have this. Near Dark, in my eyes.
Oh no, Near Dark's absolutely. You're getting no.
It's a
I like
western.
Lost Boys as well. Yeah,
it's a western.
Yeah.
It's you have proper good old shootouts in it. The word vampire is never used.
No, it isn't.
You know,
that sequence in the bar is fantastic.
Oh, what with Paxton?
Yeah,
Jeremy,
finger looking good.
Yeah, just absolutely. You know,
yeah.
You got Lance Henriksen in there, Tim Thomason as well.
Yeah.
A lot of the Aliens crew in it.
Well. This is going to be one of my little things.
So what's go off? Got him on that one.
So basically, a small town farmer's son reluctantly joins a travelling group of vampires after he's bitten by a beautiful drifter. That's what happens. And May, she looked. I was looking her up. I was nearly sick. No, she just doesn't look as good.
She's
you know what I mean? She didn't age well. Sorry. And if you're listening to this, Jeanette. Not Jeanette. Shit, Jenny. I'm really sorry.
She's never going to listen to another episode if she has listened to this.
No, I'm telling you.
This might be the one she does listen to. Your name was mentioned. Oh, is it good? Yeah, fucking great, mate. Anyway. What a cunt I am, anyway. So, Near Dark, yeah. It's a Western vampire romance.
Neo-noir.
Backdropped with Tangerine Dream music. Lovely. It's beautiful. And by far my favourite vampire film ever.
Near Dark, the third best 80s vampire film. After Fright Night and then Lost Boys and then Near Dark, because we all know where it's Fright Night's the kind of yacht rock brigade, the Hall & Oates, Lost Boys is the Bon Jovi, and Near Dark's the grunge. You know what I mean?
For context, we always had an ongoing thing, which is kind of referenced in that clip, that we all had a favourite 80s vampire movie. I mean, with me, it's my favourite vampire movie, but I like The Lost Boys. So Daz obviously liked Near Dark. PD liked Fright Night. And we just argue about it a lot.
So hang on a minute. I have a deciding vote here now then, don't I?
Steve's in on it as well, and Steve's vote is Lost Boys. So.
Oh, no, mine's Near Dark.
All right. Oh, well.
I'm with Daz on that, yeah.
So I lose out completely then with Fright Night. So the one that, because that was a hit, you got Lost Boys and Near Dark.
Yeah.
It definitely felt like the grungy underground one, though, didn't it?
It
wasn't
a good analogy,
a mainstream appeal or whatever.
No. Yeah, no, that's a good analogy.
And it was pretty gritty violence, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't played for laughs at all.
No.
The other two had a lot of humour in them. I
mean, there was a couple of bits of humour in there, but dark humour.
I'd never really thought about my favourite vampire movie, but just now, off the top of my head, I would probably say Near Dark.
Right.
But I might be missing some in my mind. And I've yet to see Sinners, by the way.
Oh, I love Sinners.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see Sinners.
So Daz loved that film. He often referenced it. Big fan of Near Dark.
Yes, yeah. We have to screen it for him.
Yeah, it's another one. I mean, it's a good.
I think he's right about Catherine Bigelow as well. I mean, she is pretty amazing, really. Everything she did, she was great at.
And she disappeared didn't disappear, but she had kind of a period where she kind of wasn't in the limelight much, and then she kind of nailed it out the park when she came. Was it Hurt Locker that kind of?
Hurt Locker was great.
Yeah.
Did she do one called Detroit? Is it? Well,
yes.
I got that wrong.
Yeah, with Will Poulter and John Boyega? Yeah,
that was really good. Like a really quality film, you know.
True story, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. That.
And I guess she was a quite trailblazing director, really.
Yeah.
And she often, like, her films seem to out-macho the macho men films, didn't they, you know?
Yeah.
Hyper macho.
Point Break as well. Classic. I love that film.
Yeah, still the best.
So good.
You know, that foot chase is like, still referenced today, you know, it's some filmmaking that.
Oh, yeah. Point Break is superb, like.
Yeah, it's like a big, even in there, you watch like Hot Fuzz when it's kind of hugely referenced in there.
Oh, yeah, it is. Johnny Utah.
They referenced the chase, did they, in Hot Fuzz?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Is that
like
what
a
you
big
said?
thing. Yeah, Nick Frost's his favourite two movies is Bad Boy 2 and Point Break.
Right.
And he says, which one do you want to watch? And what's his face? Simon Pegg says, I don't mind which one. I'll watch either of them. And Nick Frost says something like that. No, I don't mean we'll watch one of them. I mean, which one do you want to watch first?
Yeah. But no, Point Break is a superb movie.
Yeah, I watched it recently, and it'd be the first time I'd watched it in 10, 20 years, and it really has held up well.
Did you ever watch the remake?
I don't think I wanted to put myself through it. I just can't.
I didn't know they'd done a remake.
Yeah, they did. No, just not as good.
It's
at
weird
all.
remaking a film that was really good in the first place. It seems a bit odd and pointless, doesn't it?
It can work sometimes. I think Scarface, I watched the original version of Scarface recently, and it's really good, but I still prefer the remake.
Yeah, that's true. I've got to contradict myself now and say, yeah, the Ring and Ringu.
Yeah, and the Thing as well. The Thing from Another World is very good, but I prefer John Carpenter's The Thing. So it can sometimes work, but most, like 99% of the time, it's just shit.
And I suppose that's one of the things with Bigelow and Daz's love of it is they weren't IP, were they? It was like their original stories, Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah.
So that's always, as somebody who likes film, that's always more exciting to me than, another Marvel film or another IP film or whatever.
Yeah.
Something new, spec idea.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's so much kind of regurgitation in Hollywood these days that it's originality.
And I think, that's where the edge gets pushed around, isn't it, in the original stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Harry Potter. They're making a Harry Potter series. Like, the films weren't that long ago. They're loved. Why on earth remake it?
Yeah. I would say it's the same about the Lord of the Rings as well. I watched a bit of that television and I just found it to be utter pap, to be honest. Rubbish.
What's that, Harry Potter?
No, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. I did watch. I have watched that. The second season is better, but it's still a bit of a strain. It's not proper Tolkien, is it? It's like
well, I suppose
Silmarillion, and
I'm not the biggest fan of that type of fantasy.
Right.
So, but the Lord of the Rings was good. It was really good.
Oh,
then I watched the TV show, and it was I don't know. It was just people stood around talking with fake ears on.
But right, so shall we adjourn? Move on to some more.
Let's adjourn.
Some more clips of Daz, and these are a couple of funny ones, I think.
No bother.
Okay.
When you all sit in a circle in a library and tell stories, why?
Soggy biscuit?
Huh? Did I say that? Soggy biscuit? Bloody hell. That's dark shit, man. Soggy biscuit. And I'm sure people know about that.
Right, go on, sorry.
I'm surprised there was, the urban, what was it, urban
myth?
Urban myth series of films.
Oh, Urban Legend.
Urban Legend, right, yeah. I'm sure, why wasn't everyone done about soggy biscuit? You know what I mean? Because that's dark shit. Anyway. Yeah?
Yeah. the Nika character.
That's my Swedish.
Is that from hanging around with the Swedes?
Oh, man. Well, my time on the fjords.
Oh man, soggy biscuit. Dad did enjoy a bit of soggy biscuit back in his childhood, he said.
No. He can't defend himself.
He can't either. Oh man, bless him.
Can somebody explain soggy biscuit?
Well, it's where a bunch of lads would stand in a circle.
Okay, got you.
I don't know if we want to go. Yeah, we'll tell you after the podcast, and for anyone that's listening, Google it.
Yeah.
I'll take notes. Take notes.
As Daz says, it's dark shit.
Should we do a soggy biscuit in honour of Daz?
Well, you two can, because mine don't work, so you're all right there. So you two can fap away all you want.
Crunchy biscuit, you'll be crunchy biscuit.
Aye, that's it.
I think I'll eat PD's biscuit, to be fair.
Oh man, honest to God. So sick.
That just means you'd lose, I suppose.
Well, that's it. It did have a sick sense of humour as well.
As we all do. And
we did. Hence why the podcast has always been very un-PC, and because, well, it was done by us, dickheads, and we can't exactly keep our 1970s humour out of it. Confessions and things.
When you were brought up on Carry On films, it's
Well, that's it. For now.
Yeah.
You know, Viz magazine and things. Sid the Sexist.
Yeah.
But no, Daz, he could have a dark sense of humour, like just a proper nice, genuine, big-hearted lad.
Yeah. Good fun to be around.
Yeah.
Wait, what you saw at the funeral, so many different friends from different groups.
That's it.
I've never seen so many people in one funeral, to be fair.
It was real testament to the man.
And the lady reading out the stories and whatever, I would say, you know, if you put it into the AI and say what was the most commonly used word, it would be party.
Yeah.
I think party was like, that was Daz's playground, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I lived for the party.
Hedonist is a hedonist, isn't he?
Oh, complete.
Yeah. So the next is a show that he really loved, absolutely adored, actually. So I'll see if I can dig out a trailer. Beady's having a coughing fit. And we'll see what Daz thought of it.
That's it.
This is our house. We've lived here for about a year. Our landlady lives upstairs. There's another guy that lives in the basement. And we sometimes have friends around and stuff.
But we're not a couple.
No. We just, you know.
Get on.
Spaced, a complete series, coming to DVD summer 2008.
Spaced. It's just like
show. I haven't watched it for years.
Well, this is one that I watch a lot.
I had a rewatch last year.
And I absolutely adore it still. And I remember when it came out in 1999, I was living in a shared house, and Friday night when it was on, it was like whoever was in that house and they were in that room with the telly, there was only one telly in the house, you know what I mean? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm watching Spaced. You know what I mean? Didn't have anything to record it onto, I don't think.
What was that? I was living up Stanix. I was with a lassie who had a kiddie.
Right.
Aye.
Yeah.
So I can remember watching Channel 4 and that.
Yeah.
Aye.
And it was a religion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For me, because it's the funniest thing ever had seen.
But, you know, at the same time, there was so many, you know, Space, I mean, League of Gentlemen as well.
Yeah. But Space, for me, it was just everything that's in it, the content, the unreal homage aplenty, isn't it?
Oh, completely.
It just rolls from film to pop
Scooby-Doo to Dawn of the Dead, Evil Dead,
Resident Evil. Resident Evil.
So anyway, so directed by the great Edgar Wright, who's gone on to do great things.
Of course he has. You know what I mean?
You know, too many to mention.
His last film was fantastic. Last Night in Soho was brilliant.
Yes, Last Night in Soho was excellent.
Really good.
It's amazing. I love it. It's it's not only one of my favourite British sitcoms, it's one of my favourite programmes ever. I'd probably say it's my favourite programme ever.
There you go.
No, I'm not saying that. I think it's perfect.
Wow, yeah, it's
perfect.
That was from our sitcom episode. Space, Daz's, as you heard there, not just his favourite sitcom, but is one of his favourite shows as well of all time. And it is very, very funny. And influenced quite a bit, and was influenced by quite a lot of stuff as well.
Yeah, a lot of Easter eggs in it.
Yes, yeah.
What like?
Oh, I mean, well, the reason they done Shaun of the Dead was because of a bit they did in Spaced.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of zombie reference. play Resident Evil, and it's a while since I've seen it, so I'm trying to think of the examples. But it did throw in little bits of popular culture stuff that we'd get being of that.
So if you watch now in hindsight, because I haven't watched Spaced, so I don't know it. But if I went and watched it now, I'd be looking at the seeds of different projects sort of in there, would I?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely notice the nods to things that Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg were into. I don't think Nick Frost was involved in the writing. I think it was just
I didn't know Edgar Wright directed Space, to be honest.
It was his first thing, I think.
Okay.
And then he went into films, I think, after that. 2 series. And it launched Simon Pegg, obviously, as well. Both tearing up Hollywood now.
Edgar Wright doing the Running Man.
Yeah, I saw that. With
Are they really doing that, are they?
Well, they've done it.
Oh, have they?
The guy at Top Gun in it. I can't remember his name.
Glenn Powell.
Powell, that's it, yeah.
I was playing it. They've done more of a version of the story.
Yeah, Stephen King short story, isn't it?
Than the Schwarzenegger version.
Yeah.
Because it changed quite a bit in it. You know what I mean?
At least got to squeeze I'll Be Back in somewhere.
Yeah, so
I'm guessing Daz would have liked to have gone to see that, would he? Would he have been up for Running Man?
Yeah, he liked Edgar Wright, so yeah, I'm sure he would. Yeah. Did you like Stephen King?
I think he was a bit of a King fan.
Yeah. I think everybody likes, who doesn't like Stephen King? Yeah, something wrong with you if you don't like Stephen King.
But at the time, nobody knew that was Stephen King because it was under Bachman Books, Richard Bachman.
Oh, right, yes.
It was under one of his pseudonyms.
Yeah, it was Stand By Me was another one that was by a suit. I don't think that was
Thinner. I read Thinner. I think that was Bachman.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there must be no other writer that's had so many films made of their work.
No, I don't think anyone's written as many books, have they? And he's the most prolific writer going.
I could imagine that
yes,
as well, to be honest.
So I wonder why he had a pseudonym. That's weird, isn't it? Because Thinner is it's very Stephen King.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he had a pseudonym for it.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like sometimes they do, like Eric Clapton, when he came out as Derek and the Dominoes, that he didn't want people originally to know it was him, but then you heard the guitar and heard the voice and you're like, that's Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
Ronnie Barker used to do writing for the 2 Ronnies, but he sent it in under a pseudonym, so nobody knew it was actually him that was writing for his own show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
probably get a higher fee, could he?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah, there could have been logic in that one. Yeah, Daz loved Stranger Things and Peg and Edgar Wright.
Yeah. Space, do you mean?
Strange Things, yeah. Space, yeah, we've moved on.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 of his favourite shows.
Keep up, Waff.
Yeah. Move on to the final 3 clips of Daz. And here they are.
Hey, I tell you what, Raimi, whatever his name is, he's a natural, because he was just natural on that screen there. And he's the keyboard player, occasional keyboard player, I think you'd call him, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
but he just played. I was like, is he real?
They all died in the
ring. Because I like the Foo Fighters and everything, but I've never known. You know what I mean?
He was the one I didn't really know because I haven't really listened to the last few albums, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I knew the rest of them because I've got 3 guitarists
He's an
now.
actor.
I know, that's always weird.
He's just an actor.
Well, yeah, but I think he's
just an actor, isn't he?
No, but he is part of the band.
No, he's just an actor.
No, he's part of the band.
Is he?
He's part of the fucking band.
I've seen him in other things.
No, I know.
All right, I thought he was just an actor.
He's billed as an actor as well. He's got acting roles.
Right.
But he's actually the keyboard player with the Foo Fighters.
Right.
There you fucking go. Right, that might not be fact. I feel like it's not.
now I've questioned him.
No, he's just looking at me like I'm wrong, but I know I'm right.
I just thought he was an actor.
No, I know I'm right. I'm sticking by it.
Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look.
Yeah,
I think he will be. I kind of feel like.
No, but anyway, all I was saying.
A couple of albums, so I wouldn't have noticed.
No, but no, me neither.
Yeah.
But he was just natural on the screen.
Yeah, he was good.
It was like he can't be for real.
He's in the Foo Fighters. Rami is in the Foo Fighters. He just looks like an actor.
You're right, I am right.
He looks like an actor who I recognise from something. So I'm obviously wrong. You're right. I'm wrong. That does. Let's be honest. Doesn't happen very often.
I'm beaming here.
Absolutely.
Listen to us like we know what we're talking about. Couldn't direct a fucking cat.
Well, I couldn't direct traffic.
No. Oh, I've had to do that.
Oh, well, I've probably been a bus driver.
I've had to do that, yeah.
Daz is a bus driver.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing sometimes.
I could imagine.
Yeah. But hey, they listen to you when you've got your high vis on. Just saying. Because I'll tell you what, Hitman, it's all about the headshot. Yeah. And if anyone who's played the game will know, it's all about the headshot. If you can.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, usually you'd go around and garrotte them.
Yeah.
That's the definite choice, garrotting them.
Yeah. He does do that in the film.
Oh, no, well, he should. That's part of the...
Oh, shit, me phone.
So I Studio 666 again, and I thought that guy was just an actor. So, and Dad is surprised that I was wrong. It was usually the other way around, which was quite funny. And then his love of high vis when he was driving, because people listened to him when he's doing high vis. But yeah, and the headshot one was Hitman, because we were talking about that from the computer games one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Hitman. It was like best video game movies, and we were talking about Hitman.
So what was the bit where where Daz and PD were talking about he couldn't direct traffic?
Oh yeah.
What was that?
I can't remember what that came from. I guess it must have been. It was probably something where they were maybe saying that they're a bad director. They'll probably talk about your movie. Jokes.
So
jokes.
I think Daz got his metaphors mixed up then, because he couldn't direct a cat, but directing a cat would be rock hard, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's that would be like one of the hardest things to do.
So maybe he was talking about my movie, but
that's it. I brought it back. It's a strange metaphor, but Daz knew what he meant.
Yeah, and you can sort of tell what he meant by the tone, what it was said, wasn't it? How much it was said.
He had some funny old times, because when he was bus driving, didn't he win an award?
No, did he?
I'm sure.
A bus driving award?
Well, did he win? I feel like he won an award. He did. There was two things that he did that were that helped people out. He certainly got in like the News and Star or something about it.
Was it a courage one or something like that?
There was what, sorry?
Oh, I see what you mean. He did something, didn't he? Didn't he? I'm sure you told me what.
Did he stop a mugging or something silly like that?
And I heard about a tree that fell or something.
That's right. A tree had landed on a car or something, and he stopped and he rang the police or something, and
didn't
the ambulance
help lift the tree off or something like that.
Yeah, we're only giving you half a story, but there was definitely something. But people will be listening that know this story, but he told us at the time, but our memories are shit.
I've done way too many drugs.
And got PD's on the morphine at the moment. But he was kind of like a hero.
He's a hero to me.
Yeah.
Not all heroes wear capes. But whenever I went round to Daz's house, he was wearing a cape.
I know, he did love those capes.
He did. He was like that little kid that used to run around wearing the cape.
At first, it was disturbing because he wasn't wearing anything else at all. But he got used to it in the end.
It's just his big old schlong out.
Put his cape, hands on his hips.
That's it. Flop, flop, flop.
Sorry, Daz.
Oh man, he'd love it though. He'd be laughing.
He would.
He'd be laughing.
He'll be laughing.
It feels very strange. Very strange, doesn't it, to do a podcast? Well, first of all, to do a podcast without him there, and then also listening back, where we're kind of sat round. You know, he should be sat here, shouldn't he? Sort of thing, and he kind of is on the audio. So it's quite bizarre.
If it probably is Force Ghost style, because he was a big Star Wars fan. As well.
So I mean, if he was sitting here, he would be wondering why we were doing a like an R.I.P. Daz podcast about him when he was alive.
True.
Going like, hold on, guys, I'm still alive. What are you doing?
Anyway, I'm a sort of newcomer to the Daz party, relatively speaking. Anyway, so I just visited his house a few times. We'd done the old, passing the YouTube controller around. Yeah, no, that was starting to be, I wouldn't say regular, but it could have shaped up to be something.
Yeah.
So very, 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 as a newcomer, very shocking to me. So it must have been worse for, people who've known him for a longer time, kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's I don't think anyone is expecting it. It's, whether it's I don't know. You sometimes wonder what's best, whether you're kind of expecting it or it's just out the blue. But it was a very strange thing. But I think he's affected. He'll live on because he's affected a lot of people's lives in such a positive way. You don't forget Daz, and you can see the impact that he's left.
Yeah, I think he was just a friendly guy, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, there wasn't sort of a bad bone in him. He liked to have fun, really, hedonistic. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah, he was always about the laugh. He always wanted a laugh.
Yeah.
It'll be a massive miss, like he will be.
Massive miss, but his memory will live on.
Yeah.
And, I think we've exhausted all of our Daz clips now. I'll stick a little one on the end, but I think we probably want to wrap things up now.
Yeah, we'll say good night and God bless. And,
rest in peace, Daz.
That's it. Rest in peace, big fella.
Yeah. Miss you, man.
And I'm sure one of us will see you soon. You know what I mean? So
probably me.
Probably me. You know what I mean? But no,
we'll have to put the Muppet theme tune on the end to get everyone stop crying.
But no, you'll be missed, mate. And when we do our first full podcast with us afterwards, it's not going to be the same without you.
Yeah.
Love you, man. I've been PD. That's been Waff.
See ya.
And that's been Clive. And that's been Daz.
Ta-ra.